Yuki accomplished.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
Alright, hello out there. Welcome to Your List Podcast, the podcast that asks the question, what's on your list? As always, I'm your host, E. Get 'em.
What the fuck, bro? Yeah, we've been in this how many times now, and your name just cannot stop changing.
What you mean, bro?
God damn.
How many times we've been in this show?
Say my name.
I don't know. I think I heard E get him last time.
Nah, you heard E-Dog last time.
In the
Don't
back
worry,
of my
I
mind.
keep
He
track
even
of my
admits.
names. I
In the
keep
back
track
of my mind.
He's trolling the viewers, bro.
In the back of my
Trolling.
mind, I was thinking, yo, what
They
is
get to
Eric's
pick whose
name
list
is?
they like. Say. So who else we got here today?
Get him.
E. Get 'em.
I got L
Is that your
literate.
2K name?
You L literate?
I'm L literate.
This is my player?
That's interesting.
That's your bar player?
That's your my player, dog?
Nah.
Wow.
Go ahead. Who else is here today?
Devin. It's
Devin.
Christian, man.
Yeah, alright.
No good names, man. No more nicknames,
E get 'em. I said
You
mine.
said it, man.
I'm the adorable, short, fat white guy. How you doing?
You know there's a camera right there.
Okay.
Bro, what?
We just lost a lot of fans. We're at negative 20 right now. We're at negative 20.
You've been lying to him.
The internet is back again.
Alright, so today, as we mentioned on the towards the tail end of our last podcast, Mickey came up with a great idea that we're gonna dive into tonight. We're gonna do mythology.
Sounds good.
Let's see who's everyone's favorite gods, creatures, things like that. Let's dive into the mythology of the world. Who wants to go first with their, of course, top 5 Greek gods? Who wants to go first? Me, I'll start off as always. Alright. Number 5, I got Persephone. Number 4, Poseidon. Number 2, Athena. Number 3, Apollo. Number 2, my bad, I messed it up. Number 3 is Athena. Number 2 is Apollo. And number 1 is Zeus.
You put Poseidon 4.
Yes, Poseidon.
Poseidon was what number for you?
4.
I like
I
that.
just like the other 3 more.
I like that though. I can't be mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I like
You
that.
don't be mad at my next list. God, who's next? Who's next?
No, I'd be. You know what? That's true. That's true.
I'm gonna go next. At 5, I got Aphrodite because you need a bad bitch in your crew.
Almighty.
Okay.
At number 4, I got Gaia, the mother of all gods. 3, I got Hades.
Okay.
2, I got Poseidon, the OG Aquaman. And number 1, I got Zeus.
I like that.
Now, let
I
me
like
ask
that.
you a
I
question.
like that.
Because I was talking to Christian about this a little bit ago. You said you got Gaia, right?
Yes, sir.
Gaia, a god?
That's a titan.
Still a god.
See, primordial God counts.
Still a god.
That still counts?
Yeah, because
Like
she
Zeus is technically
she's
an
the Titan.
Olympian.
she
It's the name.
superseded.
It's the
She
type of god that you are.
superseded the gods that came after. She was their.
She's
their,
the mother of Zeus.
She was
How
their
is she
creator.
not a god.
Without
That's
her,
like
there'd be no
It's
them.
like saying what?
The mother of you is your mother. That doesn't mean that.
If my mom is a god and I came out her vagina, I'm a god.
No, right? I understand. I understand that.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying.
Eric, you're not gonna win because that's the god's mother. That's it.
She's the
Bruh.
type, but she has her own categories. What I'm
So
saying. What I'm
do
trying to
the
say.
Olympians.
Right, and they're gods.
So
But
are
we're-
the Titans.
Being
But you know
gods.
what?
No, they're
Yes,
Titans.
Eric,
They're not
Eric,
Titan gods.
Eric, I see where you're
They're-
going. Where you're saying, but then we just took it as Greek mythos. We didn't take it as Greek gods.
Well, then y'all need to read the list that I give y'all because they clearly say
You
Greek
need
gods.
to add some descriptors up
All
in
right,
there.
all right. Go ahead.
Jesus Christ. Alright, I'll go next.
You got it?
Number 5, Hephaestus, god of fire,
Festus.
metal works, all that. He made the weapons for all the gods. Number 4 is Poseidon, you know. God
OG
of the sea.
Aquaman.
Put it number 4 as Poseidon. What's wrong with
3 is Hades. Number 2,
OG double.
Ares,
Mm.
god of war, violence,
OG.
bloodshed.
Kratos killed his actor.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It's a good ass
Spoiler,
fight
bro.
too.
Spoiler.
Damn,
They
bro.
played God of War 1.
Oh well.
Number 1 is Zeus.
I think after 10 plus years, it's not a spoiler no more. Say again.
Number one is
I think after
Zeus.
I think after 2,000 years, it's not a spoiler.
Yeah.
But,
There you
okay.
go.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
you know, that's not a spoiler at all.
Alright.
Yeah, Zeus number one.
Yeah. Got to, man.
Got you.
King of gods.
Devin, Mickey.
Ruler
All right,
of
so
Mount
I'll get my list out the way. My number 5 is Nike.
My man.
Because of Colin Kaepernick.
No.
Oh,
I mean,
Oh,
you know,
maybe.
Colin Kaepernick is that's good representation of Nike, but no, that's not the Nike I'm talking about, bro.
Got you.
As a matter of fact, the Nike that I'm talking about would be mad if you said any reference to Nike, the brand, to Nike. So you ain't getting no victory for you, bro.
Don't you mean Nike?
I mean, you could say you could say Nike. I'm sorry if you want to be precise, but I'm from America.
No,
Nike,
we say Nike.
Nike. Anyway,
Is there
Just making sure.
no, we ain't gonna do no
you
stupid.
was
I
far
want
away.
virtue, dog. I want to win. I'm
Somebody.
not trying to lose because I'm putting checks on my thing. Nah, bro. Anyway, this ain't the checklist show, nigga. This is your list. So,
Number 4 is Poseidon, right?
yeah, number 4 is Poseidon. I'm sorry, bro. I can't. Number 4 is Poseidon. Number 3 is Athena. Number 2 is Zeus. Number 1 is Ares.
Something wrong with you.
Number 2 is Zeus. Number 1 is Ares.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I like war over anything else.
I like that.
Wait, who's your number 3? I'm sorry.
Athena. Yes.
I don't have any goddesses on this list because I made this.
sexy.
I made this.
Yeah,
I made
bro.
this list.
We saw that
I
resume
made
sexy.
this list before I knew that I could put goddesses in it. So
Y'all niggas
it said
need to
Greek
read.
gods.
Yo, he took
said
it literal.
He
He
took
I
took
did.
it literal. He said I'm gonna bring the
took-
We got
men.
somebody. We got
I'm gonna bring
people
the
who are
gods.
taking it too-
I took it literal. I made the
too
list.
broad.
And
Now
then
we got
like
somebody taking it too
Something's
literal.
wrong with him.
Oh, man.
2 days later, I was like, "Yo, can I put goddesses in?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like,
Go ahead, Devin.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
"Alright, those 3."
My number 5 is Nemesis. Number 4 is Nike. 3 is Apollo. 2 is Ares, and 1 is Zeus.
okay. That's straightforward. I ain't mad at that.
I like that Zeus.
Yo, for the last couple weeks, you've been the voice of reason for some. What's going on, bro? You in your right mind?
He been doing his research.
Oh, you've been researching before he was coming off the
He
cuff.
was just,
now he got.
He's taking it a little bit more seriously.
He said, "I got a week to prepare. I've been
All over
preparing."
Jay-Z and shit. Now he
Nah, let's talk about that.
You trying to do the freestyle?
Let's not bring that back.
Okay.
Let's not bring that back.
Alright.
What you got, bro?
Mario. Number 5 is Nike, the goddess of victory and speed.
My
Gotta
brother.
put some women in here.
I told, I mean,
But
I just
like
didn't wanna
some
change
people
it.
gotta
I just
put
didn't
some
wanna change
women
it.
in our top
I
5.
just
You
didn't
know what I
wanna change
mean?
it.
Respect and love
Too
to all
lazy.
the women out there.
It's too lazy.
Number 4 is Athena, another goddess. Goddess of warfare, wisdom. She always beats Ares. I don't know why
I
he's number
know.
2 on some people's list.
Athena.
Always Nike is always next to her. Athena's also Zeus's favorite child, and she's the only god in all of Mount Olympus that can hold his thunderbolt with his permission. We have Apollo, the god of music, poetry, plague, medicine, healing, sunlight, almost everything, etc., etc.,
Can you
etc.
repeat that
Son
one?
of Zeus. Sure. Music, poetry, plague,
No,
medicine,
the
healing,
name.
sunlight.
The name.
Apollo.
Oh, okay.
Healing and light and sun. That's Apollo. That's always Apollo.
Gotcha.
That's my number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2,
is Poseidon.
of
Poseidon.
course, is Poseidon, the
The
trident,
OG Aquaman.
Ariel's father, the goddess of the water.
Just 2 spots.
For my other anime users, that's Whitebeard. Basically, he's the earthquake. He's the god of all water. He can create islands and destroy islands. He can do whatever he basically wants to on land and water. And then, of course, number 1 is the king of gods and men, Zeus, the strongest thunderbolt. He gives the gods their jobs and he can take them away. He can send people to the netherworld and take away Hades' jobs and send them up. He can do whatever he wants.
Yo, Zeus is like the god of everything.
Yes.
He's the god of
Yes.
sky,
Yes.
wind,
He's also
thunder.
he's also the elected god. They elected
it's
him
like-
over and over and over.
It's
so.
like he's the god
Quick
of law and
question, quick
order.
question for everybody, because I noticed that nobody
Injustice.
What did
He's not a god.
He's not a
He's
god.
a demigod.
Demigod,
so,
bro.
So demigod. So we.
No, we can make that alliteration. He is not a god. He's a demigod.
But Gaia is a god. All right, we're gonna move on
It's
to.
Gaia's
We're
more
going
than a
to
god,
move
bro.
on to the next part of the list. Basically,
I ain't gonna argue that you ain't even playing on your list.
Facts.
You got a list?
Why you
No,
bring him
I just
up
wanted
being
to
on
bring
your
because I wanted
list?
to bring up. I just wanted to. I knew y'all was gonna say that he wasn't a
Bringing
god,
up
'cause I know
mentions,
y'all
dog.
fool. Anyway, we're gonna move
So why
on
you asking,
to
bro?
Roman gods. I'm trying to poke holes in all your theories.
There's
We're gonna
no
move
hole
on
to
to
poke in the theory. If you
Listen,
want to
bro.
do.
Roman
We all fucked up
gods.
because we put goddesses on our list.
Save your whole poking for your comments, dog. I wanna get
Got
that.
you, Chris.
Roman gods and goddesses.
I told you this list was made before this.
Sexist.
It's not
Just
sexist.
say you're
it was,
sexist.
It was just.
The list isn't sexist. You're
Okay, so wait,
I'm
so I'm
not
gonna say
sexist
my
at
list,
all.
but I hope I did not confuse some of my Greek
Roman
gods with my Roman gods.
No, but that's why I said
Roman
these
gods
are like the
I know I can't, but I'm saying
It's like they're cousins.
in my mind. I remember I did all of this just straight up. I don't remember too much. If I got
we
so
got
listen.
it.
So wait. So listen. Let me start it off so I can get it just out the way in case I fucked it all up.
Okay.
So the first one would be Virtus,
Okay.
god of virtue and stuff like that. Neptune would be the next one.
Wait.
Wait, go.
First one is the fifth one. Is
The fifth one,
is number
fifth.
Okay,
I'm sorry. You know we start from the bottom and rise to the top. I'm sorry.
We're not Drake.
All
Alright.
You gotta say fifth.
So
fourth.
fifth. So the fifth one is Virtus. The fourth one would be Neptune.
Okay.
Again, Poseidon. Who does this?
Number three is Cupid.
You got keep it.
Okay.
Number two is
What? Number three is
Cupid.
Love.
Come on, bro. Love. Don't you have no love
That
in your
was
heart,
not in the list of 15 gods and goddesses that I should know.
bro? But you gotta think of beyond,
I
bro.
fucked up. I fucked up.
Alright.
I fucked up.
All they did was like
Yeah.
fuck and fight. That's all.
Yo,
they
that's
did.
where's the love, bro?
Okay.
Number two would be Jupiter,
Okay.
and number one was Mars.
Mars.
I mean, it's a theme here,
He
you
always
know.
loses. Why is he number one?
Bro, he's always,
Mine's basically-
he's
Never
always
wins.
trying, but he's always trying. He never wins, but he's always trying, dog. You gotta feel the heart, dog. Come on,
Mine's basically the same.
man never gives up.
He had no heart.
Man's hot.
Yo.
Not hot.
You know, man's hot.
Go ahead, Christian. What was it?
Mine's basically the same as that.
Okay.
I got Cupid 5, Neptune 4, Pluto, Mars, Jupiter.
Okay, put Pluto in there. I was thinking about
What
Pluto.
Devin,
Oh
what you
yeah,
got?
you didn't put Pluto in
I
there.
didn't put Pluto. I was thinking it was either
Hades.
Pluto.
Damn,
but
fucked
I was
up.
thinking about
That was
Saturn.
not on the list of 15
Too.
gods.
Yeah,
and
Saturn
goddesses.
too. Yeah.
That's what that-
What?
Surprise.
What list are you looking at, bro?
Yo, he's all over the place, right?
It was the first link. It was the first link.
Pluto said it was the first link.
It was the first link,
All right,
bro.
number 5 I have Pluto. Number 4 I have Neptune. 3 I have Juno. 2 I have Jupiter, and 1 I have Mars.
Yo, Poseidon's the fourth greatest.
No matter what,
Y'all just don't know.
if you the god of water, that's it.
Guys, let's fuck it up.
Alright, so at number 5 I got Venus, which I think that's Aphrodite, should be.
It's okay, we ain't gotta specify.
Yeah, you ain't got specify.
Venus is Venus. No.
Then
Venus
I
is
got,
Venus,
Then
yeah.
I got Hermes. No, because I totally did
Hey.
my Greek list, just the Roman version.
It's, go ahead.
Except for the
Basically the
third
same.
one, because I put Apollo.
Okay.
Second, I got Neptune, and first Jupiter.
Oh, okay.
My number 5
Romans
is
took
Hermes.
Okay.
Number 4, Venus. Number 3, Minerva. Number 2, Jupiter. And number 1, Pluto. Oh, you ain't gonna like my next list. I warned you, bro. I warned you.
Contradiction through the roof.
So anyway, number 5 is Cupid. Number 4 is Apollo. He has the same name, yes. Number 3 is Minerva.
I said it.
Number 2 is Neptune, and number 1 is Jupiter.
I like Pluto. Pluto don't get that much love.
No, Pluto gets no love. at
That's what I'm
all.
saying. Like,
Pluto's
yo, come
trash.
on, like,
I honestly did not know.
Pluto is
terrible.
completely
That's terrible.
trash.
Pluto is not a planet anymore.
terrible.
So
Pluto
it's
is
not a
Pluto
god
is
anymore.
not a planet
that's how it
anymore.
works.
It's not a god anymore.
That's not how it works.
That was
That's
my
not-
line.
Pluto is not a planet anymore. Let's make sure we know that,
Just
people.
expelled it. It's still up for debate. If people could,
Up for debate.
if people could,
Pluto is no longer a planet.
Richie, you telling me, right? People can wholeheartedly believe that the Earth is flat, but I can't say that Pluto is still. planet.
No, you
That don't make no
can.
sense.
It is a designation. It is
don't make no
Pluto
sense.
does not meet the requirements
That
to
don't
be a
make no
planet.
sense. Yet the Earth meets the requirements to be flat.
What? What are you
Exactly,
talking
that's what I'm
about?
saying. That's
You're
what I'm
talking about theory as opposed to hard facts,
I still
bro.
don't believe it. Anyway, we are going to
The moon is 5 times bigger than fucking Pluto. It can't be a planet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
He
bro.
watches Big Bang Theory.
Fuck a Big Bang Theory, dog. Neil deGrasse Tyson hit us up.
Isn't
Bro,
Pluto like
bro.
Isn't Pluto like what? A dwarf star?
It's not a dwarf star. It's like
It's
a
still
dwarf
Jupiter.
planet.
What?
It's a dwarf planet. A dwarf star would be.
Just energy. Okay, I'm up.
A dwarf star is like a sun.
That's another. This is
bro.
another.
You got-
This is another.
It's a lot
list for
different,
another
bro.
city.
You watch Rick and Morty?
This is
Fuck that shit. It's a planet.
Alright, so let's move on from astronomy. I don't know how we got there. But
Bill Nye, I'm sorry.
we gotta
didn't
move
watch
on.
Nah, man.
Magic School Bus, I'm sorry. He didn't watch.
Thank you.
That wasn't-
We're gonna move on to top five Norse gods and goddesses, Christian. Top five Norse gods and goddesses. I feel like I gotta say that out there. Who wants
Oh
to?
my god. I will start.
Yeah, start. Go ahead, start.
And my list was based completely on Marvel.
I knew
So
it.
number 5 is Heimdall.
I mean, mine is
Okay.
22.
Number 4 is Hel.
Okay.
Number 3 is Loki.
Okay.
Number 2 is Odin.
Alright. Okay.
And number 1 is the Almighty Thor.
Oh,
That's like
welcome back,
that's a
son.
great list right there.
there, my
Like
Welcome back, son.
My friend, that's a
Come back
great
to
list.
Almighty
a few spots.
That's a
changed,
great
but
list.
Come
I
back.
can get down with
For
that.
my list, I got number 5, Hell.
Short, white, fat
Okay.
relegation is with you,
Number
bro.
4, Heimdall.
You know.
Number 3, Loki. Number 2, Thor. Number 1, Odin. Pretty much same. Pretty much same.
He's looked into it many,
I have
many
the
times.
Gotta
exact
look into the
same
heart, bro.
list as my
like-
guy Lewis, but I'm just gonna explain a little bit.
Go ahead, bro. I want to hear the in-depth analysis.
Heimdall, guardian of Asgard,
Mm-hmm.
has the keenest eyesight of all the Asgardians. He can literally see stars forming.
Idris
He
Elba.
can hear.
He gave Thor the vision.
Let me take off my
Show him,
headphones.
show him. Thank you. There we go.
This guy Heimdall can hear from 100 miles away the wool growing on sheep. He has a
Doesn't that sound
giant,
mad scratchy?
mad scratchy.
That's.
He has a
Oh,
giant
I
horn
forgot the ice.
that
Should've done
he
that.
can blow to warn all of Asgard of intruders. The horn can be heard from 2 to 5 planets away. That's Heimdall. That's number 5. Number 4 is Hel, who
That's with 1 L.
is the daughter of Loki in some myths. Different universe, but whatever.
Not the Marvel.
Also
Not the
the
Marvel.
ruler of the underworld. Judges all souls when they come to her realm. Has the face and body of a beautiful woman.
Kate
And the
Blanchett.
lower parts of a corpse.
Not Kate Blanchett.
So,
Fucked you up.
she's also more powerful than Odin in Hell, so I don't think you want to fight her in there. So, yeah, that's number 4. Number 3 is the trickster, the shapeshifter, the half-breed Loki, who is seen as not entirely evil, but
Part Frost Giant.
he basically...
Frost Jack?
Giant.
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 Okay, I got. I was like,
Basically, Loki is...
Sorry, I'm
When
talking
you
to
look
my
at the
mic.
myth, he's the number 1 cause of Ragnarok, so he basically kills 80% of the gods because of his cruel tricks. Number 2 is Odin, the knowledge seeker, the man who sacrificed his eye because of
Anthony
his thirst for
Hopkins.
knowledge, literally, because he drank from the waters of Minnetonka, but whatever.
The
He's
Odin
also the
Force.
sinister, war-crazy god, so all the people that like Ares, they like Odin because he's a crazy berserker sometimes when he's fighting. Number
Nice
1
white beard.
is Thor.
The Almighty.
A lot of people ask me why Thor is number 1 over Odin when
Chris
he's his
Hemsworth.
son. But Thor is the god of thunder. He's the red-bearded, red-eyed one. Not many people know this. He's the protector of Asgard. He's the wielder of Mjolnir, the hammer,
Midgard.
the dwarf hammer, the god of fertility and agriculture also. He's also the sky god, and he's responsible for
What
the weather
didn't
and
he
all
do?
of rain. And what not many people also don't know is that he is also he's the god that also has the all immunity, and he also has the all tongue. If you could think about that, that's why he's my number
Yeah, that's for
one.
our female listeners right there. Got the all
We
tongue.
love the ladies. The all tongue lets him speak in any
In
language.
any
and-
language, ladies.
Do
Any
anything.
language.
So yeah,
that,
let's move it.
that was a very educational, Darnell.
Let's
That was
move
very
it on.
educational.
And that was fun facts with Darnell.
The all tongue
whose
rules
list?
on.
Whose list is going next? Who's going
I'll
next?
go next.
Go ahead.
So I put in number 5 is Hell.
Okay.
Number 4 would be Freya.
Okay. Not bad.
Number 3 is Thor. Number 2 is Loki. Number 1 is Odin.
Loki over Thor. May I ask why? What is your mind? Your
I'll
thought
take the
process?
trickster over the Almighty anytime,
Oh,
though.
that's weird, bro. I don't know. That's weird, bro.
Just saying.
Yeah, it is your list, but that's
You
just
know?
weird, bro. Your list is weird.
I like darkness over everything else. you know.
My list is the same as
And
Lewis's.
then
Good job, bro.
The same? All
Oh,
right.
your list is the same?
That is the same.
Quality here,
Okay,
okay.
go ahead. Yeah, this is an easy one.
number 5 is Forseti.
Who
Forseti
is
is
that?
the god of justice,
Oh.
I'll tell you.
Justice.
You know,
Because I do not
son of Boulder,
we do got
don't know that person.
ruler of Glitnir,
Huh?
which is like
Is that the
basically-
guy that makes the things?
No, Glitnir
Oh,
is the
yeah.
realm where all the Norse gods hold council.
Yes.
Oh,
Like,
so it's like the
if you-
Watchtower.
Basically.
Or Mount Olympus.
Yeah, no, it's basically Mount Olympus. So
That-
like,
yeah.
if somebody does something bad, they go to Glitnir. Then
They hold
do
a
it.
trial.
Oh my god.
Number 4 is
Keep saying
Boulder.
this shit that's not on my list, bro. Keep saying this shit that's not on my
Is
list.
Boulder, god of light, joy, purity,
Not in
beauty,
God- not in God of War.
innocence,
Not in
You
God
like
of War.
that light stuff?
reconciliation. He's the son of Odin and Frigg.
Thor is the son.
Huh.
He's the
Brother of
son
Thor.
from another mother.
You know how
You
you
done got him wrong.
You know how these guys get. You know how the Almighty God.
That was not in the information of
Oh,
12
wow.
Norse gods that I should know about.
Sure it wasn't. Huh?
So learn today.
Number 3 is Loki. He's the most like Odin of all of them. He has shape-shifting powers. Could shift. Could change his sex. Could change his form. All that shit.
I dig it, low key.
Loki's the only god who could kill Boulder because he tricked Freya into changing his like incantation and all that shit.
You did more than Google, bro. You did more than
Played the
Google.
game.
You did more than
This is from God of War.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Thor.
Oh, facts, yeah.
God of War.
You
Number
beat it?
2 is Thor. Number 1 is
Thank
Odin,
you.
Number one is Odin.
So-
Of course.
the All Father god of everything, basically.
And that was an easy list. That was an easy list, and very very educational. I feel like we should do some more educational lists like that.
Sure.
I feel like Lewis learned the most out of everybody, like, including our viewers. And I'm pretty sure Lewis definitely learned the most. All right.
That's what it's about.
So we're gonna move on to the next list. We're gonna do Egyptian gods. And when I say this, I know everyone's going to get excited, but let me preference. I am not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
He killed
I
me.
am not talking about the Egyptian gods from Yu-Gi-Oh.
This is his list.
If your god also appears in Yu-Gi-Oh, that is fine, but I better not hear no Slifer the Sky
He did
Dragon,
this.
because I'm sorry, that's not gonna
He
fly.
was gonna say
So,
No, that's still fine, though.
Slifer?
No
Not
slight-
that.
That's
his
what
real
I'm
name.
saying. That's what I'm saying. If I hear Slifer Sky Dragon, I can't. Nah, that's not,
He did
that's
this.
not gonna work. But anyway,
He ruined my list.
who would like to go first on their list?
I'll go first.
Go ahead.
So number 5, I got Thuth, the Ibis god, the god of writing, magic, wisdom, god of the moon. Number 4, I got Anubis, associated with the afterlife, all that. Number 3, Osiris,
Oh, no.
the dead god, father Horus. One of the few gods that are only named as God, nothing else. Number 2, I have that. The personification of all creation.
Wait. So what was your 5
He
again?
came a little.
Number 5,
I'm not
Thuth.
liking.
Thuth, as in TH.
UTH.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then number 4 is Anubis. Number 3, Osiris. Number 2 is Ta. I guess that's how you say his name.
Tot, as in TOT, or
P.
He said
PTH.
tot.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming the P is silent.
Dirty,
Tot? Wait, tot or
that dirty
What'd you say?
tot.
So he's the personification of creation.
Okay.
The Egyptians believe that he breathed life into everything.
Okay.
Very good.
Your number one?
Okay, that
Number
is
1 is Ra,
Okay.
Amun, god of the sun.
Amun Ra. That's a good pick.
Hey, that is.
Very good pick.
I was scared he wasn't on your list.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that was man.
kind of scary.
All right, so let me do my list.
Go ahead.
So on my list, I have Anubis as number 5.
That's
like
very surprising coming from you.
Amun Ra will come in at 4. Isis comes in at number 3.
Can we use that word on this thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
We're talking about the
We're talking about
god.
the god.
All right, just in
And
case.
goddesses.
Goddess.
Had
And
to-
goddesses.
Yes. We're
Had to
We're women friendly.
double check because that's why I didn't put it on my list.
Osiris would come in at number 2, and Set is number 1.
Who's that?
Okay.
Set,
Who's that?
the baddest motherfucking Egyptian god there is.
You're really gonna make me look this up because you
Go
didn't
ahead,
write down the
bro.
information.
Go ahead and look it up, bro.
What did you say again?
Set. Is
No,
the-
that was on my list of
So
10 Egyptian gods that I
Anubis,
should know about.
Anubis, Ra, Isis, Osiris, and Set.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Yes.
All right.
I mean,
So I'm going to go.
go ahead, Lewis.
And my list was totally based on Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh, boy.
Except my first two.
Set.
Oh, boy.
So at number 5, I got Thoth.
Basically Osiris's
That's
brother.
Thoth.
Everything. Like
It's not-
pretty much jealous of him.
Number
to the
4, I
point.
got Anubis, based on the eyes of Anubis. Number 3, I got Horus,
Horse.
The horse.
the flame dragon.
He
Uh,
said the
Guys, we're now.
Then at 2,
You
I
asked. You
got
asked.
Osiris, the sky dragon.
This guy.
Then I got at number 1,
Hey man,
dragon of Ra.
Louis
Yo,
said what it. what
Whatever
his
you
was.
need to make you remember these things, that was great.
my list.
All right, your list is pretty
That
close
was
to
great.
mine. Number 5, I got Isis.
Okay.
Number 4, I got Horus. Number 3, Osiris. Number 2, Ra. And number 1, Anubis.
That's interesting.
Anubis was the first god I ever learned about.
Yes.
An
Wow.
Egyptian culture.
Wow. That's
Where?
cool.
Nah, not at school.
Where?
Reading. I used to read.
Book
when
you
I was-
read.
I used to read when I was younger.
Impressive.
Egyptian books, bro. I used to.
Everybody what?
He's another.
Guys,
Uh,
you and
Devin
Devin, you
and
and
you.
Devin, Devin, go ahead.
I'd rather Devin go before you.
Number 5, I have Thought.
That niggas like this thought.
Yo, Devin like thoughts?
Number
Mickey said
Hey,
it. Mickey said it too.
hey,
Just
He
like-
said it too.
I didn't. No, I
He
didn't.
said it
No,
too.
I
hey.
didn't.
Thought?
He
No, I
said-
didn't.
All right, go ahead.
Christian
Go
said
ahead.
it.
Number 4, I have
But I didn't put the R.
Yeah, right.
Horus.
Okay.
Sweat,
Number
bro.
3, I have Anubis.
Okay.
Number 2, I have Horus. And number 1, I have Ra.
Stop that. I'm trying to get us copyright. Go ahead, Darnell. Let's move on. These are all solid.
Let me pan over to the man.
Solid list. Solid list.
My list is a little bit different than the guys. I don't know why, but
Okay.
alright.
Go ahead.
Number 5 is Horus,
Okay.
goddess of vengeance, of the sky, of war, protection, light,
Go ahead.
the eye of Ra that watches over everything. That's number
The
5.
Falcon God.
Horus. Yes, the Falcon God. Yes, one of the two. Ra, number 4, the god of sun, the twin to Horus, also the falcon-headed one. The,
Also referred to
the
by
god
many
of
names.
renewal, the god of sunrise and sunset, the god of basically everything that has to do with rebirth.
Okay.
That's Ra.
I'm on Ra.
No. That's Ra.
No
Straight up
relation to
Ra?
Green Dragon.
Ra.
Straight up Ra.
Not related to Amon-Ra.
Capital R.
Ra
capital
was a god and
Okay.
an Egyptian pharaoh.
That's true.
This is true.
Okay.
Number 3 is Anubis.
The Jackal God.
Before Osiris, he patrolled the afterlife. Yes, sir. He was also had a skin that was toned black, ebony black. That
Ebony
represented
black,
the Nile
yes.
River.
Yes.
That's where it comes from.
He had the
Very
head of
I
a
look at my
jackal
ebony,
and a body of a man. He's probably the most popular Egyptian god to depict in movies and
Yes.
books, and you see Anubis more than any other god.
By far.
Okay.
Number 2 is Osiris.
The God of Death.
There you go. King of the living, god of the death, god of afterlife. He's king of both living and afterlife. Kind of like, both sides of a coin. That's basically what he is. And number 1, the most powerful god, the king of all gods, the hidden one, Amon, also known as Amon-Ra.
No. Okay.
He's the king of gods and the king of all pharaohs. He's the mightiest of all. He's basically Zeus in Egyptian culture. We can move on.
Why did nobody else have Set? Just a question.
Set sucks.
Why? Why?
That right there.
Just. I'm just asking why.
Remind me who he is.
In terms of popularity and power, Set sucks.
But he killed his brother. He
That makes you happy?
It does actually, because he was strong.
But does he have a falcon head?
Got him. Got him.
There you go.
All right, so we're gonna move on.
I can't.
Enough said.
Now that we
He had a dog head.
Was he in a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
But wait.
If you're gonna get out,
Wait, I got you. Wait, was he a what?
a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
His name is Set, so he was the entire deck.
No.
I don't set a card and you call that.
Stop it.
No.
What are you talking about?
That is blasphemous.
We're not
right
doing
there.
No, stop it right there. We're gonna move on to the next
Flag on the
list.
play. Flag on the play, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so give me your gods. I want your top 5 mythical creatures. Span of all time.
All right.
This is the top
I'm gonna
5
start this.
mythical creatures.
Mythos.
I have a theme.
Oh,
Go ahead. Tell us the theme.
It's 4-legged creatures.
Oh, wow.
You know what? That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's
For this
At
category.
number 5, I got Pegasus.
Okay.
At number 4, I have a Griffin.
Okay.
Because I like my animals to fly. Except for this one, because at 3 I got a Centaur.
Wow.
Coming right back to the sky, I'm getting a Phoenix.
You need to have somebody on the ground.
Because I like to rise from the
Have
ashes.
somebody on the ground. That's why he did. That's why he did that. I like that.
I gotta get this man's face when he says these.
And at number 1, the almighty dragon.
Okay.
Yo, Louis.
You lost us through the list, but I mean, when you started
I
off,
want my creatures to fly, except for this.
when you started off, I thought she was naming My Little Ponies, and I was like, okay. We gonna do?
Alright, I go next.
Go ahead.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
Alright.
Hit us with that knowledge, bro.
Number 5. I would do knowledge, but not this one. This one is for fun. Of all mythical creatures, number 5 has to be Release the Kraken. The giant squid or octopus that destroys ships. Number 4
It's cracking, bro.
is the wonderful
Poseidon sperm.
unicorn. I'm surprised you didn't say
Unicorn.
the
Can I say
unicorn
space
over the
Put a
Pegasus.
horn on a Pegasus.
No Scientology?
I don't know, bro.
Wow.
We'll get to that.
I can't say space butterfly.
We'll get to that,
Wow.
bro. We'll get to that.
Put a horn on a pony. It's a unicorn.
Wow. Number 3, the beautiful mermaid.
Hold on, wait. Can we just go back for a second?
No, we're not going to.
No, not what he said. I'm asking you a legit question.
Sure.
What's special about unicorns?
What's special about unicorns?
Tell me, 'cause I need to-
unicorns are highly intelligent creatures.
Ooh.
They're not just horses. Unicorns
Ooh.
are guardians of the forest. They're protectors of all life in trees. They
Who needs
also
to protect
talk
the forest
to.
when
They
you can
also
fly
talk
above
to
it?
animals and they talk to humans. It's been said that if a human hunts or kills a unicorn, plague and grief will fall upon his
I was
home.
in Harry Potter, bro.
Right.
Okay.
And other myths
Okay.
that Harry Potter got it from. But anyway,
You're
unicorn.
right. You're right.
And also,
Harry Potter's my
the
latest,
Pegasus
myth.
comes from the unicorn. Unicorns that can fly are Pegasus. Pegasus never have horns, so Pegasus cannot be a unicorn. But a unicorn can be a Pegasus.
is already plural.
Just to let you know, if you stick a horn in a horse, it's not a unicorn. Unless it can talk to humans, like Mr. Ed might have been a unicorn.
Whoa.
That'd be weird to say Pegasus.
That brings up an excellent point. Anyway, anyway.
Pegasus.
So like I said, number 3 is mermaid.
Comment down below. Pegasus versus unicorn.
Yeah,
We have
Mr.
a
Ed
poll.
was a unicorn. Unicorns can be Pegasus, but Pegasus can't be unicorns.
But
But anyway,
Pegasus had the
So what was your next one? Number
number 3,
number 3 was what?
mermaids.
Mermaid. Okay.
Ariel,
I was thinking about that one.
Aquaman.
Siren. No,
No.
don't
You're not pretty
don't
enough?
kill Aquaman. No.
He got long hair, bro.
He's not pretty enough.
He's under the sea.
But you don't have a tail.
He talked to animals.
He's Poseidon's son. No, they talk to him. He's explained that. They talk to him
Oh,
telepathically.
okay.
Number 2, Dracula, vampire.
Oh, I was
the
thinking
whole
about that
myth.
one, too.
That's number 2. All
mythical.
mythical creatures.
Whoa.
Number 2 has to be a vampire.
Mythos.
Vampire isn't in your top 5. You're
myth-
wrong 5.
myth-
Number
mythic-
1 is, of course, Bruce Lee, the dragon. Good
Stop.
job,
Oh,
Bruce.
God. What the?
The dragon is Bruce Lee. Yes.
Oh, okay. The dragon. The
Also,
dragon.
Sean
He
Connery.
said the wrong way.
The dragon. I'm sorry.
What? Not drag on. No.
No, I thought you said Bruce Lee, and I was just like, I
Yes,
understand.
Bruce Lee. Yeah.
Bruce Lee is epic.
the real
He's not
person.
the mythical creature.
the real person.
The
You're talking about what he represents
the
as the
things he
dragon.
did
The
was
man,
of
the
legend.
myth.
So
He-
it's close. Thank you.
That's true. All right, who's going next?
Oh,
Mickey,
you make my eye hurt.
You gonna go next, Mickey?
Make my eye hurt. Make my eye hurt. I have to go next?
Yes.
Sure, I'll go next. So number 5 would be the Hydra.
Okay.
My number 4, I really thought about this.
That's where you fucked up.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, yep. You got too many. Alright, go ahead. What you got for number 4?
The Basilisk. It's a very...
What the fuck is a basilisk?
Basilisk from Harry
The
Potter.
serpent from Harry Potter, bro. You know a unicorn, but you don't know a basilisk, bro.
Everybody knows the unicorn. What the fuck?
Okay,
is a
so
basilisk?
moving on, because I know there's a no, so let's move on. Oh,
Is it supposed to do that?
It was zooming.
Did you-
And then it said no.
Okay.
Did you
weird.
charge the battery?
I don't know what just happened, but something happened. All right, next would be
Edit that out.
the Phoenix
Edit that out.
Rising.
Not bad.
Number 2 would be the Vampires,
Thank you, sir.
because they are mythical.
Vampires.
But the number 2 would be the dragon.
What?
I mean, number 1. Number 1 dragon. I'm sorry, I said it
Number two.
it's so good. I said it twice. Two twice.
I was
Yeah.
thinking way too much about this list.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The dragon would be number 1. So
Yes, Bruce Lee is number 1. You established that.
however you want to put it, the dragon is 1.
Yes.
Christian, you want to go?
We call dragons dragons because of Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Dragon.
No.
I don't. What came first, Bruce Lee or Dragon?
Bruce Lee.
Wow.
That's one of those all
Yo,
time.
you seen that little kid
all-time
mimicking the
theories.
Bruce Lee moves?
Yeah.
What? Yes.
That
that
was
is
legit.
He's called Little Dragon. Just to let you know.
Christian, go ahead. What's
That's
your
an
list?
honorable mention. He would have made my 7. He would have been number
Number
7.
5, the World Serpent. Number 4, Cerberus.
Why do you like number 5?
Huh?
Why do you like number 5?
Because Thor killed the World Serpent too.
But the world serpent killed Thor. He
Yeah.
poisoned him and killed him.
Yeah.
Thor was high on your list of people
You're
that
not,
you
you're not
like.
so sad.
Why do you like someone who killed someone that was high on your North Star list?
But technically, this is
Because-
low on his list.
That means
But it's
that
number 5,
He
so
likes
it's
the god
higher
more
than,
than the creature.
the 100 other mythical creatures.
But he's saying that mythical creature did something noteworthy.
Yo,
Thor.
But he
right?
likes Thor a lot.
I feel you. So
It does-
Thor's
I-
enemies.
So if somebody
Thor's
kills me,
enemies
you're gonna
top
like
five.
them?
I like-
That's the kind of
Well,
person.
no, what we'll
I
say
like-
is if we were
Don't ask for
ranking
questions
them
that
on
you want
power,
answers to.
and
If
somebody
it's a power,
kills
this is a
you,
power list, yes,
Don't
but
ask
this is
questions
his
you don't want
favorite
answers
list.
to.
He likes them.
I like Batman. I still like Joker.
Oh.
Joker kills Batman.
yeah, that's his entity.
But would
Batman kills
Joker
Joker.
be under your top 5 villains than Batman or your top 5 heroes?
You put Joker
So
above
you're saying would Joker and Batman be on the
He
same?
put- that's why he's
Like,
smiling.
would Batman be
That's
one
why
of
he's
your-
waiting
You know,
for
like,
time.
you said Batman was
Would
your
they
number
be
2,
equal,
Joker's
or-
your number
No.
2.
He put Joker above Batman. That's why
Yeah,
he's
that's a
stalling for
different
time.
list. This is a different
He's
list.
stalling for time.
We
That's why he's
digress.
stalling.
We digress.
Okay, the
We
World
digress.
Serpent's
Go ahead.
5. Number 4 is Cerberus.
Okay.
Number 3 is the Kraken. Number 2 are vampires. And number 1 the dragon.
Okay. Okay.
Why is Cerberus on your list? What is Cerberus?
Drogon.
I just like the
You like
the
dogs?
look of the.
He was
You like
slayed
three-headed
He likes
dog?
the look of the
by
3-headed dog.
Hercules as one of his
Dog,
12
dog,
neighbors.
if you can tell from
Ha-ha.
this podcast, Christian is a sexist dog.
I'll say he has no women, no nothing, just men and dogs.
Go ahead, Devin. Go ahead.
He's savage.
Sex.
Savage.
No, I just made this list.
We
before.
here love women.
I just made the list before.
Wait, no. I think you need to say it one more time.
We here on this list, on this side, Devin also is on this side. We love women. We support women. Y'all are the most intelligent, the strongest, the hardworking gender.
I agree with Darnell.
I love you.
That's
Is
it.
that what you say, Devin?
I agree with Darnell.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
approve that
Christian
message.
is on his side.
We approve that message.
I just made
Bye.
the list
Yeah, he's
before I
stuttering.
Go ahead, go ahead, Devin. Go ahead, go ahead.
I didn't stutter at all.
Go ahead, Devin. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right, so number 5, I have a
There's no
centaur.
pause in that statement.
Centaur. Okay. So you doing the Lewis?
Alright,
Go.
You
Not
doing the
doing
Lewis?
the Lewis.
Oh, you're
no.
not doing the Lewis. Okay.
Number
There's
4,
nothing wrong with the
I
Lewis.
have Medusa.
Okay.
Oh, women. Oh. So he loves the opposite gender.
Number 3, I have a Minotaur.
I have no
A
idea.
minotaur. Okay.
Number 2 is Hydra.
Another one. Oh, a
And
female.
number 1 is Phoenix.
The Phoenix. Not bad. He likes the rebirth.
All right, so I'm gonna apologize in advance, guys, because I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about this.
Okay.
Number 5, I have
He does this on purpose.
El Chupacabra.
Okay.
Okay.
We forgot about it.
Number
your
4,
family.
I
Love to our
have
Spanish people.
a Phoenix. Number 3, I have Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster.
He was very specific.
Number 2, I have a dragon. And number 1, my favorite mythical creature of all time,
Say
is
Bigfoot.
Man Bear Pig.
God. Oh my god, bro.
Go get a water.
Oh my god.
Can we edit that out?
Oh my god.
We could end the podcast right now on
What do you
that
mean?
because that's a total killjoy.
My
Okay.
favorite,
Um,
my favorite mythical creature is Man Bear Pig.
He's not.
No. Just not. Let's not even.
I can
Let's not even question because it will only bring more attention.
listen. I
So
gave
what
y'all
he's
my
just
list.
said.
Move on?
I
Can we
gave
move
y'all
on?
my
Can we move
list.
on?
Who's the next person?
Sure. No, that's that. We're done.
That was
with
it. That was it.
Next
Oh,
topic.
let's-
Next
let's-
topic.
I couldn't say obelisk, but he could say that.
I'm just saying.
Right. Okay. Right.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna make a total shift right now. Let's get away from all of that right now.
Yeah.
And I need
Let's get away.
I need you guys' top 5 cartoon dads. Let me hear what you guys got.
Boy.
I'm gonna do this one. I'm
You
gonna do
wanna
this
go that first? Go ahead, Darnell. Go first.
Let's go, brother.
Cartoon dads that influenced my life.
Yes, that's exactly how I try to name
Damn,
my
that is not how I.
Oh no, Lewis, no.
Number 5, George Jetson.
I'm
okay.
mad at that.
I'm not that old.
You had Jetson.
He was
Oh,
No,
exactly
we had the reruns.
what I wanted to grow up
Oh
to
yeah,
be.
yeah, you're
had to
right.
read.
We can't.
Was it live?
Yes, short, white, and rich.
Okay.
What the fuck is he talking about?
I'm
I'm sorry.
The fans gonna be upset. We have a
We're at
meeting.
negative 50 fans right now.
Number 4, Papa Smurf.
Not mad at that. He was a dad
Papa
to
Doc,
everybody.
Dr.
Showing his
Papa
age.
Doc,
Nigga
Papa
Darnell
Smurf was
wanted
dad
to
to
Doc
everybody.
Number 3,
Big Papa.
He just want to be everything that he can't be.
Number 3, Fred
White and
Flintstone.
blue.
Everything he can't be. George Jetson.
Wait. So he's rich?
Fred Flintstone.
Small?
Go ahead.
What? I'm sorry, what happened? Number 3 was Fred Flintstone.
Go ahead, Skip. Go ahead, Skip Bayless. Go ahead.
Number 2,
Everything he can't be.
Homer Simpson.
Okay.
I'm about to say, bro, everything was from the Boomerang channel, bro.
And number 1, the greatest cartoon dad of all time. My
Yeah.
role model, the great one,
Who's that?
Professor Utonium.
Okay.
Created 3 beautiful white little
Yo, here
girls.
goes
Yo. You know what? So let me do my list now. Let me do my list, and I can open it up to you. So my number 5 is Professor Utonium.
Okay.
He's at the bottom of my list.
Okay.
I guess.
But he did great things. He made 3 little white girls that had
Biracial, so I
superpowers.
understand.
So, you know.
You don't relate.
Then I have
And 3 little
Fred Flintstone as my number 4. Mr. Homer Simpson was my number 3. My number 2 was Peter Griffin.
Okay.
He was funny. But my number 1 cartoon dad, Professor Oak. Greatest father ever.
Wait.
Everybody who wasn't his child, bro. Can you show me the Maury? Show me the who. He is the dad. Everybody's
That's
dad,
technically he's the
On that
dad
show.
because Gary is his grandson.
bro.
But we
You
never
sure?
seen Professor Oak's
You
son.
sure? You sure about that, bro? Yeah, that's right. We ain't never seen his son. Why we ain't never seen his son?
Because he died in the war.
And why we see Professor Oak with everybody's mom?
He died.
Why we see Professor
Like the
Oak
great-
with everybody's mom?
The great Pokemon War.
The greatest dad
We're just gonna
ever.
move, Christian. Please.
He made
please,
it,
let's move on. Let's
Greatest father ever.
save us from that.
I'm not.
Better than
Oh,
Goku.
Really not.
Better than Goku.
Because I knew what y'all were gonna say, so I went totally left.
Oh.
So number 5, Archer.
Damn, this
Oh,
Number
okay.
4, Master Splinter. Number
Father
3,
figure.
Damn.
Nigga said that.
Father figure, he says.
Robert Jebediah Freeman.
I'm mad at you, man.
Number 2, Tim and Turner's dad.
True.
That's his name.
I never remember his name.
That is his name.
That's his name?
That is his
He didn't
name.
have a real name?
Never
he
know.
didn't.
Oh, wow. I watched that show. I never knew he didn't have a
And
name.
number 1 is Professor Utah.
Okay. No. Good job. Good job.
All right, so number 5 is Bob from Bob's Burgers.
Okay. That's good.
Number 4 is Hank from King of the Hill.
Oh,
Mad
okay.
at you either.
All right.
Number 3 is Stan from American Dad. Number 2 is Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I like the color you're going. I like what you're
And
doing.
number
I
1
like what you're
has to be
doing.
Homer Simpson.
I like what you're doing.
Don't feed into
Love
him.
to the
Debbie.
Caucasoid people
Don't
in the
feed
world.
into him. Stop
He puts a
Cut
fist
that.
in his
Cut that. Lewis, let's go.
So
Come on.
love to all races over here.
Alrighty, guys.
Go ahead.
Okay, Skip.
At number 5, y'all probably don't know him. He's Raymundo from Rocket Power.
Ooh, Raymundo.
At number
Yeah, that dude
4,
was
I
G.
got Peter Griffin. At 5, at 3, I got Homer.
Okay.
2, I got Dexter's dad.
Dexter's
Dad.
dad.
And
That was
at number
good.
1, I got Timmy's dad.
Wow, those some dumbass dads. But
Yeah.
yeah,
the ones
they
you
made,
grew up with.
they made it
Homer's
entertaining.
a good-
They made it entertaining, though. I gotta say, they did make it entertaining with the
Alright,
nonsense that they
so
did.
my list, my number 5 is Archer.
Yeah.
Any spoilers for anybody? I hope you caught up.
Just destroyed everything.
Did not know it at all.
It's okay.
Okay.
Number 4 is Hank Hill. It's my dude. Number 3 is Bob's Burger.
You can't get any whiter than him.
Nope.
Number 2 is Goofy.
True.
And number 1 is Randy Marsh
Who the hell is Randy Marsh?
from South Park.
Oh my gosh.
that,
I didn't.
Sans dad?
If you say so.
Yes, it is.
If you say so.
Randy Marsh has provided some of the funniest things I've ever seen in that show.
Alright.
Manberry.
I'll take his word
No,
for it.
but he was in that episode.
He was in that episode. I
But
know.
he did not make Manberry.
That's great.
That was Al Gore. But anyway, I digress.
Yo, when he was playing WoW, yo, that episode was crazy.
See?
He got that
That's
sword,
all I'm
bro.
saying.
Come
That's all I'm
on.
Oh,
saying.
he's the one that got the sword.
He's
Yes.
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 All right, we're gonna move on.
He
We're
did
gonna
take a
stick with
legendary
dads, but we're gonna make them a little bit more real. We're gonna make them sitcom dads. Give me your top 5 sitcom dads. I'll go first on this one. Number 5, I got George Lopez. Number 4, I got Carl Winslow. Number 3, I have Jack from This Is Us.
Son of a. That's not. Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
Is it a sitcom?
I don't count that as a sitcom.
Really?
no, it's not a
It's a
sitcom.
drama.
And
Wait.
okay, wait. Let me.
I mean,
let me phrase this. Wait, let me phrase this for you.
Nah, man. If we
Any
could count
show-
the living
Living
color
Color was a sitcom.
I didn't count it as a sitcom.
No, I
Wait.
I totally vetoed that shit.
I just want to make sure I understand the parameters around this. Name a sitcom that lasts more than 30 minutes.
Name a sitcom.
A sitcom,
Sitcoms?
something that's in sitcom category that lasts more than 30 minutes. Because you named This Is Us, and that's more than 30 minutes. I can't
You know what
can't
sitcom
co-sign
stands
with.
for, right?
What?
Situational comedy.
Yeah, but I don't know any sitcom that lasts more than.
I don't have a
Comedy, Game of Thrones.
I watched that show.
But I'm just
I
saying.
don't have a comedy.
No, but I'm just saying in the category. I don't know of any others. So that's why when you just said that, if that's the only
Some
one in the
people have a
category, that's
dark
kind
sense
of
of
weird.
humor, that's why.
I'm just.
Anyway, my number 3 is Jack from This Is Us.
All right, whatever.
My number 2 is Bernie Mac. And my number 1 is Uncle Phil.
Seemed out of place, but.
His name is Philip Banks, not Uncle Phil.
He's Uncle Phil.
Well, if he's your uncle, then he's not a
Not his
dad.
dad.
He's not he's obviously not my dad.
Is Philip
That's his uncle
He's
figure.
obviously
It's
not
not
my
his
dad,
father
but
figure.
okay.
That's his uncle figure.
Banks.
If
That
Will,
is
if Will Smith and
that
Phil
is his
and Uncle
name.
Phil's relationship to the same thing,
Hello.
you
That's
ain't
his
gotta be
uncle
a
figure.
biological dad to be a
Hello.
You
dad.
said Lloyd Banks, Devin?
Anyway, go ahead. Who's next?
Philip Banks.
I'll go
next?
next.
Go
I'll go
ahead.
next. Number 5, George Lopez. Number 4, Red Freeman.
Who?
From that
From
70s show.
that 70s show.
Yep.
Red Fork.
You should know that white boy. Like you should know. Like, you didn't watch that 70s
That's
show?
before my time.
Oh.
Number
I'm sorry. I kicked the
I didn't say
camera.
I was the
I
old
kicked the
fat white
camera.
man.
I kicked the camera.
Never said that.
This man said the 70s were before his time.
His time.
Never said I was old. I said I was short, fat, and white. Not old.
All right. Go ahead.
Nobody
Continue.
said
Please continue.
Who said old?
While technically correct, that was wrong. Anyway, go ahead, sir. Let's continue this.
Number 2, Carl Winslow. Number 1, Philip Banks.
Very good.
I'm not gonna change the way he's gonna say his name. First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
For real.
AKA Uncle Phil.
Alright.
You can say Uncle Phil. It's-
I think I'll do my list now to get it out the way. I had Carl Winslow as number 5.
Okay.
Tim the
That's
Toolman Taylor
That's an
was
insult.
number.
That's an
Oh,
insult.
right.
That's an
Tim the
insult.
Toolman Taylor was
You
number
are
4.
right. How did I?
He just insulted everything about Carl Winslow.
Anyway, Tim the Toolman Taylor was number 4.
Uh-huh.
Danny Tanner was number 3.
Danny Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
That's terrible.
Philip Banks was my number 2.
Terrible.
Okay.
And my number 1 dad was Al Bundy.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's That's terrible.
Alright, so I'm going next.
I
'cause
thought he
I
was a
can't
little
go-
creep, but alright. I thought he was a little creep, but alright.
That's terrible.
To each his own. Go ahead, Lewis.
Terrible.
At number 5, I got Pops from the Wayans Bros.
What a dad! What a
Tell nobody.
What a dad!
At number 4, I got Danny Tanner. At number 3, I got Michael Kyle. And number 2, I got George Lopez. And number 1, Uncle Phil.
Hey, that's what's up.
All right.
Let's go, Devin.
Number 5, I had Tim the Two Man Taylor.
Okay.
Number 4, I had Carl Winslow.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3, I had Al Bundy. Number 2, I had Pops. And number 1, Philip Banks.
Okay. Okay, sir.
First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Number 5,
Go ahead, sir.
Ned Stark. Number 4, Al Bundy.
Ned is rolling in his grave. Right?
Number 3, Tony Soprano. Number 2, Judge Philip Banks.
He put Judge on his name. Put Judge on his name.
And the number 1, obviously,
Who's the number one?
I don't know
bro?
why they didn't mention it.
What horror
Let us
did you,
know.
pick him from?
Inform us.
Walter White.
Damn. Where is this coming from? We gotta really get some.
We need some definitions, man.
In the comments below, please leave us. What the hell is the definition of a sick
This is not a
I
sick
don't know if these people know.
Like your
No.
list.
That is categorized as a drama.
We should have just done TV.
For you,
You should have done
I
TV
laughed
ads.
through the
That would've
whole
made
show.
sense.
What are you talking about?
We're gonna move on to the next category. We're gonna get, because as we love, as this side of the table love, is women.
This
So we're
side
gonna
and
move
Wait,
on.
you
this
said
side.
what?
This side.
This side of the table loves women. So we're just gonna move on to our next category: cartoon moms. Let me hear your top 5 cartoon moms.
I guess Christian has to pick a woman now.
Ooh.
I think he
Oh.
is. In fact, let's start with Christian.
Let's start with Christian.
Let's skip this
Cartoon
list.
mothers. Bro.
Alright. Number 5, Wilma Flintstone.
Okay.
Because she was down. She was down for it. Number 4, Mallory Archer.
Of course.
Number 3,
I knew you would say that.
Maddie Fenton from Danny Fenton.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2,
Real one.
Delia Ketchum from Pokemon. Because she allowed her son to fucking leave at 10 years old.
So
That's not
Professor
good.
Oaks,
That's
Professor
not,
Oaks.
that's not good.
Professor
Damn.
That's not a
Lay
good
that
thing.
wood down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Professor Oak was getting it in.
And
It's not a
number
good
1 is Mom from Dexter's Laboratory.
Wow.
That's technically
Yeah.
her name.
So I'll go next.
Go ahead, sir.
Take over from Christian, who had no choice. But. Number 5 is Marge Simpson. Number 4 is Ann Possible. I second that.
Sorry.
Number 3 is Dexter's mom. Number 2, Betty Rubble.
Fact.
Woo!
I think we all know why I made
That's
that.
facts.
Bam, bam.
And number 1, y'all didn't see that. And number 1,
Did you see that?
Damn.
Did you see that?
Yeah, number 1.
The sneak attack.
number 1 is Elastigirl from The Incredibles.
Man.
Gotta appreciate that
Woo!
thickness down there.
Woo! Damn.
Alright, so I'm gonna go next.
Damn.
My number 5 is Dexter's mom. Number 4 is Betty Rubble. Way better than Wilma. Number 3 is Lois Griffin. Number 2 is Trudy Proud from the Proud family. My number 1 is Chi Chi.
We're gonna ignore it. Next, we're gonna ignore it.
Go-
We're gonna
Go ahead,
ignore it.
All
Lucas.
right. So at number 5,
Yeah,
I
that's a good
got
list.
Professor Utonium.
What?
At
What?
number 4,
Wait.
Impossible.
Cartoon.
Cartoon moms.
Guy.
He birthed
So he
them,
was a mom and a dad.
bruh.
Wow.
Alright,
Oh,
okay.
he just tried to. He just tried to. Oh, he just tried
At
to.
number 4, I
He's
got
dead. We're treading on very
He just tried to. Okay.
murky waters
Okay.
here.
Just continue, please.
At number 4, I got Impossible. And number 3, I got Mrs. Turner. 2, I got Lois Griffin, and 1, I got Dexter's mom.
Ooh, that was a ride just now. That was a roller coaster of emotions.
Put the sugar, spice, and everything.
Mickey?
Okay. I'll do my list. What I had was number 5 was Wilma Flintstone.
I guess.
Number 4 was Marge Simpson. My number 3 was Jane Jetson. Keeping it simple. Number 2, Lois Griffin. And number 1 is Helen Parr, Elastigirl. Gotta go with the thickness.
You gotta go with that part.
It's on par,
On
bro.
par.
On par.
Okay, my list isn't far from you guys. Number
You got
5.
Antonio?
No. Number 5
Far
is
from you. From us, he meant us.
Yeah.
He meant the norm.
Number 5 is Wilma.
Okay.
Number 4 is Lois Griffin. Number 3 is Marge. Number 2 is Jane Jetson. And number 1, Alaska.
Last.
There we go. I like that.
Dramatic shot.
I like
Alright,
it.
so we're gonna move on to the next topic, just like how we did. Cartoon moms, we're gonna get sitcom moms.
Christian.
Okay.
Woo!
Christian. Get your
Number
fan base
5.
back.
Number 5 is Carol Brady. Number 4 is Fran
Is he
Fine.
alive when
No,
Wait, Fran was a mother?
She was basically their mom.
She was the stepmom.
basically.
Where's that from?
The nanny.
The nanny.
And then
Stepmom. Well, we'll include stepmom.
Number 3 is
Yes.
Aunt Becky from Full House.
Becky. Oh.
On. There we go.
First Becky with the good hair.
Number 2 is Vivian Banks. And number
Which
1,
one?
the
Specify.
original.
OG.
Season 1.
Yeah. Number 1, Claire Huxtable.
You came back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You came back. You
Yeah,
came
yeah.
back. You redeemed yourself small a little bit.
Who's going next? You gonna go there now? Go ahead.
Number 5 is Carol Brady.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Peggy Bundy.
Jesus Christ.
Number 3 is Tammy Taylor, Friday Night Lights.
Wow.
Number 2 is Becky Katsopoulos, Full House.
I couldn't say her last name.
Okay,
So
yeah, alright, okay.
I was gonna try.
Number 1 is Claire Huxtable. The Doctor is in.
Very good.
Good list. Good list.
Like
Solid
those
list.
lists.
I'm gonna go next. My number 5 is Claire Huxtable. Number 4 is Harriet Winslow.
Darnell was so happy for like 2
Go
seconds.
ahead. Go ahead.
My number 3. Wait, what?
You fucking
Yes,
see,
wait,
he
what?
don't
You
even-
fucked up
he
his
don't
list.
even know where his list is at no more.
My
Who's
number
Claire Huxtable?
my number 4 is Harriet Winslow. My number 3 is Aunt Becky. My number 2 is Jill Taylor. And my number 1 is season 1 Vivian Banks.
You put Claire as 5.
They can't even.
No, I don't even want them to see.
You don't want them to see your disdain.
He
bro?
put Claire as 5.
Damn,
She
bro.
made my list. I don't know.
All right, so my list would be Harriet Winslow was number 5.
Okay.
Vivian Banks was number 4. Claire Huxtable was number 3.
Wait, which Vivian Banks? You
The OG, yeah.
you gotta specify.
Yeah, Claire Huxtable was number 3.
Alright.
Peggy Bundy was number 2.
Okay.
And Lucy Ricardo was number 1. I love Lucy. She took care of little Ricky real good, bro.
It's a mom. It's mom's list. That's nasty.
Hey.
It's your mom.
Lucy.
It's your mom.
You didn't love
It's
Lucy?
your mom. Not that way. It's your mom.
Not that way.
Sitcom mom. Not
Desi
sitcom
loved
wife.
Lucy.
Not sitcom wife. Sitcom mom. It's nasty.
Desi Arnaz
You're
loved
nasty.
Lucy.
You're nasty.
We're gonna move on.
It's nasty.
Ricky.
To Lewis, go ahead.
Sitcom
Your
mom.
Ricardo. What's your
Nasty.
list?
Loved Lucy.
Sitcom
debate.
mom. Not sitcom wife.
She was a
How
great
much
mom.
each other love Lucy.
Yo, little Ricky had all of the good shit.
Stop talking about Lil Ricky. Stop talking about Lil Ricky.
He's nasty.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Pretty
all
Ricky
right.
Ricky, right? Pretty Ricky Ricky.
Nasty.
So my list, at number 5, I got Katie Seagal from Married with Children.
Wow.
At number 4, I got Kitty Foreman from That 70s Show.
Hey.
At number 3, I got Aunt Viv, the OG.
Mm-hmm.
At number 2, I got Amy Matthews from Boy Meets World. And at number 1, I got Becky with the good hair
Becky with the good hair.
from The Fullest House.
From the fullest house. Okay.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you.
Number 5, I have Kitty Freeman.
Mm.
Number 4, I have Harriet Winslow.
Okay.
Number 3, I have Peggy Bundy.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, Vivian Banks, the first season. And number 1, of course, is Claire Huxtable.
Okay.
Good job.
Good list. I like how we're not gonna mention that Louis didn't have Clarence on the list. But we're gonna move on.
It's fine. I never watched the show.
Moved
We're
on.
going to move on to something a little fun. I want to see.
This is a twist. This is a plot twist.
Because I want to
right
see.
now.
I want to see. I want to see how you guys. I want to see your vision of music. That basically, I want to see how you envision music. So I need your top 5 for this one. We'll do top 5 rock music videos of all time.
What kind?
Rock.
Oh, whoa.
I thought you said music
I thought you
videos
said
of
all
all time.
time.
You said
I thought you just said
You
music
just said-
videos.
Yeah, we all saw
Like, we
music
could've covered
videos.
all categories.
This is the same thing
Not
I did.
each category.
It's the same thing I did with the 2000, 2010, 2000. I formed it the same way, yet they interpreted it differently.
We all saw music video, bro.
I
Sorry.
formed it the same way. Yeah, everyone interpreted it differently.
Oh, okay. So that's that. I'll go first.
Go ahead, go ahead. Give
my
me your
top-
top 5 music videos.
Top
Go
5
ahead.
music videos of all time.
I have it in my memory.
Thank you.
Thank you, Darnell,
Thank
for
you.
following
Thank you,
the
Darnell.
rules.
Nah, Darnell just has his list
I have
on his
it in my-
memory.
I remember.
Yes,
All right.
This is easy.
Number 5 is "Trapped in the Closet" by R. Kelly.
Trapped in the closet.
Number 5.
All
the parts?
All the parts.
180.
Yes, all the parts. They came out on DVD.
The full
afterwards.
DVD set,
Yes.
right? Yeah, alright.
Number 4 is Nas, "Hate Me Now."
You can hate me now.
Number 3 is Biggie, "Hypnotize."
Biggie.
Number 2 is Jay-Z, "Big Pimpin'."
Spinning G's, though? Stop. We ain't going back to that. We'll never go back
And
to
the
that.
number 1,
Episode 2.
number 1
Walk away, dude.
would have to be Michael Jackson, "You Rock My World."
Ooh. Rock my world. I don't know why.
You almost got me.
You almost got me.
I don't know why.
It was a 7-minute long music video.
Nah,
Can't
man,
go wrong.
You know he made produce one double that. Right?
So my list, I tried to pick one video from each genre. So my number 5 is "Smooth" by Carlos Santana. My number 4 is Gangnam Style by Psy.
You put
Number 3 is Bye 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 by NSYNC.
Bye.
Number 2, Stan. And number 1, Thriller.
Wow, he caught me all types of off guard with that.
Well, let's run this bus right off the bridge on this one. You ready?
Go ahead, Mickey. Go ahead.
I told you so.
Let's
I
go.
picked from
My
everything.
number 5 would be "Virtual Insanity" by Jamiroquai.
Okay.
My number 4 would be "The Rain" by Missy. My number 2 is California.
Number 3.
No, oh yeah, number 3. I'm sorry, "California Love" by Tupac. My number 2 is "Gangnam Style" by Psy.
Number 2.
One of the most popular music
And my
videos
number,
ever.
yeah, right. My number 1, international fans, guys. My number 1 is "Moonwalker" by Michael Jackson.
I thought he was going to say Cowboy.
I'm
I was
nice.
like,
I'm nice.
I thought he was gonna say some
Let's bring
K-pop
this
shit.
back.
Oh, I am.
oh, this nigga.
Number 5. All About the Benjamins.
Baby, all about the big suits. Yeah, bro, go for it.
Big suits.
Big flashy suits, though.
Yes.
Basing the video.
Right?
Number 4.
Playing golf. All that.
Michael Jackson, Moonwalker.
Okay, love it. Mhm.
Number 3. Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Smells like teens. Okay, we can get down with it.
Number 2, When Doves Cry, Prince. And the best video of all time, rock, rap, R&B,
All
country,
time.
it doesn't matter. Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Of course, that's a number 1 fan
But it
favorite.
wasn't number 1 on the
Can't
list.
stand y'all.
Michael Jackson was still number 1 in my list. So it's just I like the entire Moonwalker.
Oh,
everything
sure,
about
I'll
that.
go.
Everything about that.
Because you said, of course, like, yes, of course.
Alright,
Well, MJ should be at the
It was
top.
hard to pick, so I just picked one for shits and giggles for number 5.
Okay.
I got Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus.
Whoa. That
Bro.
came in like a wrecking ball.
Yo, bro, have you seen the music video?
I've seen the music
it's
video.
really deep.
It's
And then not deep at all. It
sounds like her vagina.
No, it sounds
Exactly.
like, oh, whoa.
Exactly. So,
that was all over the place.
Yo, so before we get sued, it was nice knowing you guys.
God.
Lovely making a list for you. And
Miley, if you wanna
this will
come
be
on the show, talk
copyrighted
about it.
and
You
sued
talk about
really soon. And we'll
Go ahead, Lewis. Finish
and
your
number
point.
4,
Good
I
night.
got Smooth Criminal, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
At number 3, I got Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And number 2, I got Beautiful Liar, Beyonce and Shakira.
You're wild. You're bugging the fuck
And
out. And I love
number one,
Beyonce
I
more
got-
than
You a
anything.
liar, bro.
You're bugging the fuck out.
You a liar.
You're bugging the
He
fuck
said,
out.
did you see
What did you say, number one? What was number one?
100%.
What was number one?
You didn't say
Remember the Time, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Bugging the fuck
MJ at number 1, I
You're
see.
bugging the
Like,
fuck out.
like your-
But that Beyonce Shakira really threw me off, bro. It's really I like the video. I like
Go
the
outside. All right,
Straight to the
your
video.
turn.
Straight to the video.
My turn. Okay.
Bugging the
Bro, it's my list today.
Uh,
Well, actually, no, it was my list 2 weeks ago.
fuck
So today, if I made it, it would have been something completely different.
all right. My number 5 is in the end. It doesn't even matter. Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
My number 4 is Sorry Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
My number 3 is Mama by EXO, K-pop.
You going for the international fans? I got you.
Of course. My number 2 is The Way You Make Me Feel, Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And my number 1 is Thriller by Michael Jackson.
MJ.
And a couple of these.
Devin, what you got, bro?
No,
You win already?
You won.
Damn, y'all feel like
You
you
went
didn't
first.
go.
Yeah, you went first. All right.
This was all rap.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
his,
right.
remember,
You're
yeah,
right.
Jay-Z, but then Ja Rule. But
Yeah, Jay-Z,
anyway,
We ain't going back to that. We ain't going back. I remember now.
All right,
That's why. That's
Episode
why.
2.
So
That-
this
that's-
is
Christian said
Your list.
this is yes, Christian said his list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. This is the end of episode 4 of the Your List podcast. But we like to end. Lewis has something you want to share with us. Lewis, go ahead.
Well, in the spirit of No. I was thinking about it, but I was like, nah. Fuck.
Oh.
Let me just go with my original idea. I was looking up. I was on the YouTubes,
Okay.
and then I came across the new trailer for Smash Bros.
Ooh.
And it just took me back to games I used to play back in the day. So, you know,
Okay.
that's what I'm gonna go with for.
He's
the
like
theme
11
next
years
episode.
old. What back in the day is he talking
That's
about?
good. I like it. I like it.
A decade
See y'all
is a
next
decade.
time on the Your List podcast.
He's 11.
I'm sorry, Grandpa.
11.